Hey everybody, Johnny B. Good here. Welcome to the Illinois Toll Road. We are somewhere around near O'Hare Airport. I don't exactly know what the name of this town here. Allstate Arena Casino. Oh wow, look at all that flea market. You know, I thought about this yesterday. If the absence of the internet, the absence of social media like YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, whatever else out there, I bet you this election would have been a slam dunk for Hillary Clinton. Without a doubt, they would have slam dunked this election. But, you know, look at CNN, MSNBC, and all those crooked politician-owned news outlet. All of them. They're owned by the politicians. Hey, check this out. It's missing the Oasis. So anyway, without the internet, man, this would have been all over with. But with the internet, man, Hillary's scrounging up it's harder and harder for them to lie about anything, which is kind of oxymoron, because most of these internet and social media, the way they started was, I bet you they're the same people that owns and runs the politicians. So they introduced all these cell phones and computers and programs to make money out of it. But I think at the end of it, it bite them in the butt. They can't put the bottle back in the G anymore. But of course, they made their billions. But at the same time, I don't think they ever saw it coming to what it will do to their political agendas. And I think that's why they're trying to turn over the internet to the UN. That way they can censor the content of what you put out. Some people say, yeah, Hillary and the Clintons got to go to jail if Trump wins. I don't think so. They've got way too much money. You know how people will always say, well, that's a double standard. Everybody should be treated equal. Since when did that ever happen? But yet, you know, we all know it doesn't work like that. But yet, a lot of people talk about it like, you know. Of course, the wealthy and the rich, they always get special treatments. The law doesn't always apply to them. It's always been like that. If any other case in history other than Hillary Clinton's or the Clintons and Obama's, they would have been long gone. They would have been in jail. But I'm not worried about who's gonna win. I hope that Trump wins it. Let's see something new. For the last 50 years, it's been the same song and dance. Let's try something new. No, there's no guarantee that Trump can do better. So is Hillary. Well, Hillary definitely can't do it. Trump, I don't know if he's even going to make it through the election. I think they're about to take his bony butt out. I think they're going to kill him. It wouldn't be the first time, right? I hope not. As far as Hillary and the Clintons, the Obamas, and all the rest of them, my best hope is, man, I hope they open their eyes and embrace the truth. This is Schaumburg right here, Schaumburg, Illinois. Check that building out. Very unusual. I think it says Zurich on it. It does. daydreaming about this yesterday. I thought, well, what if I could afford to have a Peterbilt custom built? One of those really long hood, you know, big stacks and chromes and all that junk. But here's the catch. I would order it in an automatic transmission. I can't imagine a Peterbilt like that having an automatic transmission. Do they even exist? I mean, I know they can put one in it, but I could just imagine go to a Freightliner dealer and say, I mean, a Peterbilt, say, I want this and this and that, all this beautiful custom built and everything, and then say, now put an automatic transmission. I could just look at imagine the look of the salesperson's face, like, huh? Here's another thing that I can't imagine. About a year, 2 years later, you decide to sell it, right? So a prospect buyer comes and say, hey, I like your truck, man. That's got a really nice deal. Wow. He goes in, hey, where's the stick shift? I could just imagine some driver would say, the price is absolutely right, but I just can't force myself to buy it without a stick shift. Either that or a KW 900. One of the things that I was contemplating or daydreaming about was if I could sell Goldie and use that money for a down payment for, let's just say, a Dodge Ram dually. And then start hauling campers. I've heard some people, they even go to Canada or in Greenland or Iceland, or what are those two? That'd be quite of an adventure, right? Now let's just suppose that I end up doing that. Would you guys still watch my videos? Would you still follow me around? I mean, it's not exactly trucking, but I think it would provide us more places to go, new adventures. I wouldn't mind trucking all the way to Greenland or one of the things that I would really would like to visit is Haven, Maine. That island. Yeah, you can take me out of the island, but you can't take the island out of me. Here's an idea that I just came up with. What if, instead of hauling just one camper at a time, now even those big ones, of course, you can only haul one at a time. But why not get yourself like a 53-foot flatbed so you could put two of them at a time? Then you'll say, well, that's going to eat up all your profit hauling that thing back. Now, what if you just put that on the train and ship it home instead of dragging it home? Let's just say you have two of those things. Let's just say you go to Washington. You deliver your two pieces of big ones. And then you deadhead home without a trailer. Pick one up at your house. Which brings me to a question. Why don't they ship campers on trains? I don't get that. Hey, I'll be right back. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.